Stop giving advice to your clients. Stop jumping in and fixing. Let me break this down a little bit because it's a little bit more complex than that, right? Nothing is just that black and white. In motivational interviewing, the writing reflex is a term used to describe that tendency for helping professionals to jump in and fix, correct, or kind of persuade for change. So the writing, and that's writing like R-I-G-H-T-I-N-G, like I'm going to make this right for you, or I'm going to write it, not I'm right and you're wrong kind of thing. So writing reflex. And I'm going to give an example Stephen Rolnick, co-creator, used in describing the writing reflex, where he said, say that you are a parent helping a child with a puzzle, and you see a problem, and you move in to solve it for the child, right? Problem seen, problem solved. This piece goes here. Let's think a little bit about the implications of that. The child is not learning to assess or solve the problem for themselves. So there are a couple of downsides to fixing for clients or writing reflex modes. And that can be that our clients may feel disempowered. They may feel in that one down position. And we're certainly hoping to empower them more in that change process. We also want to avoid this relationship that we can get in with clients where it's help me, I'll fix it for you. That is also not what we're overall striving to do for clients. And the burden of responsibility of change lies with the person fixing if we take that role to jump in and do the writing reflex. So, and that's certainly also not what we're doing, is we don't want to keep ourselves in that role of being responsible for fixing other people's problems. And also, using the writing reflex, giving advice, jumping in, tends to lead to poor outcomes as clients seek others to help or fix instead of learning to connect to their own intrinsic motivation for change. So that very well-intentioned writing reflex can have some not so helpful impacts. My invitation to you is to consider some ways to pause when you're wanting to jump in and fix or solve a problem for someone else. Pause, sit back, take a breath, and consider, I wonder how I can help this person solve this problem for themselves. And it may be in reflecting that dilemma to your client, and it may be in asking a question around, what do you think about this dilemma? What might you want to do about it? And I will say that caveat, this is not to say that fixing for others or giving advice is always a bad thing. Sometimes that is just what is needed. My invitation around this is curiosity. What is that writing reflex leading to? Is it helpful or not so helpful? Is fixing it the best thing to do and in the best interest of the client, or is it more about you? So some things to think about. Good luck.